Coming soon to the Irvine Barclay Theater, bringing folklore, a cultural memory into a performance that unfolds as breezy entertainment, we welcome George Kahamoko with Masters of Hawaiian Music. George, welcome to the show. I hope that I pronounced your name correctly.
Yes, it's Kahu, which means the priest, and Moku, the land, the priest of the land. That's what my name means.
Kahumuku, I love that name. That sounds very powerful. So tell us, how does Masters of Hawaiian Music spread aloha?
Well, one of the things, the word aloha means full of alo and ha, breath. And what it does, what the music does is actually it takes your breath away. And actually, our music comes from the land and the ocean and the environment. So there's a calming effect that it has. It's like a meditation, you know. So if we put you to sleep, then we know we've done our job.
Oh, is that right?
So, yeah, yeah.
Is that why I always feel much more relaxed and calm when I go to Hawaii?
Right, right. Because our music is actually vibrating at the same vibration as our environment, which is again, connected to the ocean, the breezes, the wind, the ocean, and also the land. So, and then we have what we call vahipana, name places, that we sing about, or loved ones or whatever. And so the very vibration you feel from the guitar, especially the slack key guitar, is a vibration that puts you on a really high level of vibration that makes you really relax and kind of give you a sense of place. And it's like in the here and now, where you don't care about tomorrow, you don't care about yesterday, or you don't care about today. I mean, yesterday or the future, but you just put you in the now.
I see. I definitely feel that because I'm very present when I go to Hawaii. So acknowledge what you're talking about. So
So,
what
and
is
then aloha, the word aloha, in big means compassion or love for one. So it's love of place, love of another person, I love
okay?
community. So it's a really big, and it's also the greeting that we say when we see someone we haven't seen for a long time, or we departing from them. So it
Sure.
means things that feeling of compassion that you feel for your friend you haven't seen for a long time, or someone who's leaving. You know.
Right, right. So, George, what inspired you to become a master slack key guitarist?
Well, I grew up in a Hawaiian slacky family, and the stuff that I learned was we learned all at home. We didn't learn it from. I didn't learn this in school. I grew up in a family of Hawaiian slacky guitar masters. My great grandfather Willie was the one that inspired me the most, and then I also grew up with 26 cousins.
My
So
goodness, that's a big family.
yeah, when we sat down to eat, there was at least 100 people. And one thing when you grow up in a big family like that, number one, you learn, how to share, because you're sharing everything that you're wearing clothes that somebody else wore before you. And then the other thing you learn how to do is how to eat fast.
It sounds like there might not be any left over unless you eat fast.
No, but in Hawaiian style, you always gotta have enough food so that you can
Sure.
always have leftover for people to take home and like that.
Okay.
So
Or for those unexpected visitors, right?
yeah, and in our family, we always expected visitors. So I grew up in a big musical family, with guitars, ukuleles, saxophone, violin, accordion, mandolin, ukuleles, as well as guitars, and everybody played music. So, and I actually, after my grandfather died, he died when I was pretty young, about 8 years old. Then my grandfather taught me, and also my dad. But my dad had the least influence on me because he worked on the atomic bomb in the 40s and the 50s in Kwajalein. I don't know what we talk, and Bikini Islands, and as a result, they got radiation poisoning. All my dad and my uncles all died young. I
Oh.
lived my dad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
Were
That's
raised by
quite the
great
history.
parents, and I mean great grandparents, then grandparents, then aunties and uncles, and then I learned a slacky guitar too a lot from my other cousins who played. I'm I'm actually not the best player in my family. I'm probably like number 11th, but I'm the one who took it to to the center stage and got all the uh, accolades. But it's actually my cousins who and even my younger brother was played guitar even better than I did.
Well, and so that led you to become an accomplished songwriter, a world-class traveling performer. I mean, that really opened up your lifetime career, didn't it?
Yeah, and the guy who really helped us launch it, we're doing all this our own in Hawaii, and we're pretty much protected from the rest of the world. And I played music at a hotel called the Mauna Kea Beach, which was run by Rock Resorts. But the guy who really gave us the forefront was George Winston, and George Winston started recording us on his Dancing Cat label, and he was with Wyndham Hill, and it was distributed uh, by Wyndham Hill, and so that gave us um, a bigger audience. So instead of playing in bars and buffets and stuff like that, we started playing uh, in like places like Irvine Center for the Arts. So that
Yeah.
gives a different audience. And usually we play at home. Um, you know, we're not the main course. The main course is the buffet or the drinks or the food. But when we started playing with George Winston, we became the main course of the evening. We've got to play in the Great American Hall in San Francisco all the way to Carnegie Hall.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
and instead of being getting paid like 150, $200 a night, we could get paid 3,000 to 15,000, 20,000 a night
That's
instead of.
fantastic.
That was the whole thing. And if it wasn't for George Winston bringing our music to the forefront, we'd still be playing in bars. And what happened is, I had a friend, Paul Conweisel, who went traveling with me, and he lives in L.A. and he couldn't believe that we went back to home. We didn't have a venue to play like that in Hawaii on Maui. So he started a show called the Masters of Hawaiian Music, and he started it on Maui, and we continued the show. The show's been going on for 21 years.
My
So
goodness.
so people come to the show, and we're the main course. They come. They don't come for drinks. They don't come for food. They come to hear Hawaiian
Come for
slack.
you. That's
So
fantastic.
we've been blessed that our show's been going for 21 years now.
And I saw some rumors that you won a Grammy.
Yeah, we've been really
Tell us
blessed. We've
about
been.
that. How did that impact your career?
Well, what happened is we recorded all of the first couple of years of our shows it started off at the Ritz Carlton and ended up at the PDK Beach Resort for George Winston. So he would have a copy, and we just used a regular CD recording, nothing really fancy. And then Daniel Ho came over and did a show, and then at about that time they had a Hawaiian category, and my son won, and a whole bunch of other slacky artists won the first slacky. I mean, the first Hawaiian Grammy that was awarded for best Hawaiian music. And we thought, gee, if these guys can win, we gotta go chance too. So, you know, so what? So Daniel listened to the tapes and he cleaned them all up, and then we entered there. We started winning. We won like 4 years straight in a row.
My goodness.
Yeah,
What an accomplishment.
and it was really a connection with Daniel Ho. So the thing that's really great about music is it helps us make connections. Like made connection with Daniel Ho. Daniel Ho had a connection with L.A. and with the Grammys, and the connection with the music also went into the movies. We did stuff with Adam Sandler. We did stuff with George Clooney. on the descendants. So it goes on and on. The music has really helped us connect to people. I've even had people call me, and they're crying on the side of the road for a song that was written by Queen Liliuokalani called Aloha Oi. That the song is so moving.
Oh my goodness!
That vibration is so moving that they end up, they have to pull on the side of the road and weeping and crying. I don't know where the music.
And music's such a universal language, right? I mean, everybody can relate to a beautiful song, whether it stirs up memories or evokes emotions. And I think music is just such a powerful way to, as you're saying, connect with people. So happy that you were able to join us with Masters of Hawaiian Music, George Kahamoku. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Thank you for being on our show, and we look forward to your show at the Irvine Barclay Theater coming up October 4th at 8 p.m. You're watching This Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Tonight at the Barclay.
Something is happening.
Tonight at the Barclay.
The Barclay in Irvine.
Live entertainment. You don't want to miss it. Tonight at the Barclay.
Cue the lights, take your seat.